What's going on, guys? Noob Striker here from Uncharted, bringing you our latest war recap. Alright, so we've got a war, um, 15 versus 15 against a clan called Brothers of War. They were a Brazilian clan. We've been facing a lot of Brazilian clans lately, and I guess it's just the time that we search at gets us matched with them frequently. So we had 6 Town Hall 9s and 2 8.5s, and they had 6 Town Hall 9s and a Town Hall 10. So they did have the extra Town Hall 10, but we had an extra 8.5. So pretty balanced out for the total war weights. So this base right here, it's really compact base. All Teslas in the core, and a lot of the giant bombs were at the southern compartment. So I just opted for a cold-blooded LaLoon. So I start with 2 hogs on the bottom for the lure and to try to trip these bombs, and it actually ended up working out really nicely. I get all 3 bombs tripped with just 2 hogs. So from there, there's just 1 bomb left in the base, and now I anchor the CC to the left side, which is go ahead and drop down. Poison spell goes down on that dragon to slow it down and to do damage on it, and it gets the loons in range too. Then a couple wizards and my queen just to get the CC down. CC Golem goes down, and then from there I start the funnel around him. And no wall breakers for this raid. You can just jump all the way to the core. Oh, and you can see I got that level 25 king. Hooray, hooray. So the funnel's done. King goes down now here in a second, and he goes straight in, and he will take out the enemy queen. Pulls aggro, and I go ahead and start the hog drop because I see that he's pulled aggro, and I save just a few hogs just to help regroup them later in the attack. So queen's down, king's still doing work. You can see that heal on the level 25 king's ability is just massive. So hogs going down first, heals down for the hogs, and as the hogs sleep through the base, I will just keep them healed up to sustain them through that. And both heroes still doing work. Queen's still at full health, haven't even used her ability yet. And the hogs are still making through the base. The last heal goes down. Just to cover those 4-point defenses, the Archer Tower Cannon and the 2 Teslas. And then from there, you'll see the only thing left in the base is that top cannon now. And I've got plenty of hogs for that. And I do have a couple archers and some goblins for cleanup. And then I already put my 2 wizards down for cleanup. And then you can see from there, it's just a matter of cleanup. So yeah, nothing too special there. But still max D Town Hall 9. Alright, number 3. I decided to do a Shattered LaLoon against on this base. This is a, I don't remember what this base is called, but it's basically the base that came from the Diamond Tesla moat, but it has the Teslas in a different spot. It's got quad Teslas down there around that sweeper. And usually it has double giant bombs in these compartments, but he changed it so that doubles can't fit in it. So I just start from the top. I'm going to take out the top 2 air defenses and jump over to the left side to get my king in to kill the queen. And it's a pretty long way to go for the queen kill, but my king's level 25, so he can handle it now. And I was expecting a dragon and a loon because that's what everybody else had in their CCs, so I was a bit surprised when I saw the hound come out. So that did kind of throw everything off a little bit. It got my queen hung up for a little while, but it did save my king. Like, there's nothing shooting on the king. And I was a little late on my jump. I was still kind of like in minor panic mode because of the hound. And then I'll see as soon as this king pulls over, I use his ability. I think it's right before he pulls aggro onto the queen is when I use his ability. So yeah, ability down to get those skeletons. Then he hops the wall and takes out the queen and probably 2 hits. Yep, 2 hits. Queen's down. Start the LaLoon portion. Both hounds go down now. It's taking in all of those mines. And I did have to come back and put 2 more hounds. Gosh, 2 more loons on that archer tower because they veered off to the sweeper. Haste spell down to accelerate them into that air defense. And I dropped the last hound down too because I see that one's about to pop. And then I will rage them over the quad Tesla. And then I have my the last two loons in the haste spell for this archer tower. And you can see it did end up being really close because there was a lot of damage on those hounds. And he did stack his seeking air mines down beside that air defense, so that immediately took out one hound. So it was a lot closer than it really should have been, but I'm still not the best with the air attacks. I don't know, I got to work on them, especially before going to Town Hall 10, because that and Fuxi Hogs are the bread and butter for Town Hall 10 right now. So yeah, another max defense Town Hall 9 going down. All right, number 4, I don't think I'll show it, but I'll just overview. It was the same base as number 3. No double giant bombs, and it was just a matter of he ran out of time. And then this is Frostmourne right here, which is Bori's second account, going out on this base with a stone GoHo. Getting the lure with a couple hogs, actually just one hog getting the lure, then he will pull it down to the bottom. And I like that 1-for-1 trade, the loon on that cannon. It's always good when you can do that. And it also helps with the pathing for his golems when he drops them down. Then he actually lets his first two golems right here, they go just straight around the wall, and then the CC golem he saves and drops it after he wall breakers in. So he goes and starts the funnel with some wizards. Probably didn't need that many wizards, but that's okay because they'll still help for the later portion of the attack. And then he will use his jump spell to bridge all the way to the core. And again, another really long journey to get to that enemy queen. So king goes down now, both heroes are down, and then that max golem is tanking for the king, so that's nice. And then as soon as this king hops the wall, he pulls aggro onto the enemy queen. And this ability right here is just perfect. Watch this. Boom. Ability, queen down, and from there he starts his hog attack with an Asian wall from the top right, just to get more hogs on the DPS out there, spreading out his damage for that DPS. First heal down, and then the second heal as they move through the base, and then the last heal was not really premature, but it was kind of overlapping, so it didn't need to be that close, but it was still really nice tech. And from there, I think they have to backtrack to that last cannon. Yep, they will have to backtrack to the last cannon. But at that point, there's just a couple skellies that they'll turn on and take those down, and then from there, it's just clean up. So yeah, nice attack, Frost. All right. And there's not very many Town Hall 8 attacks to show this war because the Town Hall 8s were meh. We did clear the Town Hall 8s, of course, but they weren't the best bases. Like, I think I will show Blank's attack. But see, this base, no, just no. And then same thing, this one, just low level air defenses. So I don't think I'll show either of those. But I will show Blank's attack on 10. So Blank brought a GoHo for this base. He likes doing the GoHo for Town Hall 8. Trips 2 giant bombs right there at the start with the lure, so that's great. So there's only one giant bomb left to deal with for the entire base now. Anchors the CC with an archer. And then he will drop his poison and the golem down. And then he will start with a line of wizards to create the funnel and to take out the clan castle dragon. See, like right there, I probably would have saved 2 or 3 wizards because there's no reason to drop all of those right there. And there was a wall breaker fail, but that's okay because the base is really tight, so it doesn't matter if you don't break in. 2-finger drop from the top, and then from there he's just going to have to heal through the base with the one remaining bomb, and there's not really many threats. I mean, you can see the point defenses are pretty low. Level 8 archer towers, a couple level 10 cannons. Does have upgraded Teslas, though. And Teslas can wreck hogs if they're in good places. That last heal was probably a bit early. I think he was anticipating his hogs to go that direction, but they actually went out. So the last heal didn't do a whole lot, but the point defenses aren't high enough to do any damage to the hogs or to do substantial damage, that is, to actually take them out. And then from there, he has some archers for cleanup, and he has his leftover hogs for cleanup as well. So yeah, nice attack, Blank. And Blank actually went back to Ultimate Titans, but he did leave his other attack, his 8.5, or other attack, gosh. He did leave his other account here, which is an 8.5. So yeah, I guess that's really all for this war. I mean, not the most exciting war. Oh, and I'll go ahead and show the war we're in right now too. This war we're in right now, it's a 10v10 versus a Brazilian clan. They actually have a really good war record. I looked them up on War Clans, and they are 77 and 2, or 2, gosh, 77 and 12. Sorry, big difference. They're 77 and 12, so a little over a 6 win-loss ratio. So that's pretty good. But so far they've just been go-whopping the bases. So I assume they might try a couple 3-star attempts on the Town Hall 9s, but they're not going to have many attacks for it because they haven't done anything on our 8s, and they only have 4 Town Hall 9 attacks left. And we have 11 attacks left and 5 bases left to clear, and the top 2 are already taken down. But yeah, I'll showcase those in the next war, I guess. Go ahead and put it back on this screen. Okay, so yeah, I guess that is all for now, guys. Stay tuned for the next recap, and until then, stay frosty.